Father Murr, we are,
Greetings, sir.
we are so pleased to continue this conversation. And the first thing people have been asking me in emails is how do they keep hope in the midst of these intrigues and the difficulty they have in being completely confident of the leadership and of the direction of the church, given all of these questions?
That's a very good question. You want my response to it?
Yeah.
Without intending to offend anyone, I would simply say it's time to grow up. And what do I mean by that? I mean it's time to mature in our faith. A lot of us, I can speak from my own experience for years, but I also speak for a lot of people I know living in and well today. We're living with a faith that's almost from kindergarten, from catechism days, from First Communion days. It's time to grow up. When we received the sacrament of confirmation, it was a sacrament of maturing, that we've matured, that we're adults, that we take our place in the church as adults. It's time to live that. And I think we have to be reasonable and look at problems. There are problems in the church. There are problems in our families. We were just talking about this, you and I, before we came on the air. I don't know about your family, Bob, but my family has had a multitude of problems.
Yeah.
I won't even get into them, but I mean, serious stuff. We lived through it. Each one of us had to work things out for himself. We matured and we look at life a little bit differently, but we haven't given up family. We haven't given up our country, our home, we don't abandon everything because we've got problems. Mm-hmm. And we can't abandon the church either. The church is our real family. As a matter of fact, when we get to heaven, God willing, everybody who's listening to this will be among those there. Beginning with me, I hope to be there. That'll be the biggest surprise, right? Remember Fulton J. Sheen said there are 3 surprises waiting for us in heaven. You remember those surprises, Bob?
I do not.
There are 3 great surprises that'll you'll be confronted with in heaven. So the first thing is you're not going to see some people you thought you would see. The second thing is you're going to see some people you thought you wouldn't see. And the third and greatest surprise is that you yourself will be there. So what I'm trying to say is heaven is our home. Our family is the church. We don't abandon either one. We continue being part of it. We try to look for solutions and answers and grow up. That's what I'm saying. It's time to grow up. It's time to look at things the way they are, rather than being naive. I think it's time for people to mature in their faith and look at real problems and real situations. For years, what we said, probably for centuries, we said to our priests and to our bishops and to our popes, here are the problems, you take care of the problems. Well, they're not doing a great job at that. And all the responsibility is not theirs. Great part of the responsibility is ours. It belongs to us. All right. So you can't just say, well, why doesn't the Pope do this? Why doesn't the bishop do that? Why don't you do something?
Oh, right.
Right. This is, it's time to grow up. That's all. And I think also something, before we get into what we're talking about, there have been a lot of, I've been hit on all sides with problems with Pope Francis. The people are having problems with Pope Francis. He said this, he said that. He's okay. Do you know the real answer? Do you know what the truth is? Live the truth. Don't worry about him. You know what the truth is.
Thank you for joining us today on our live stream video, or you may be watching the recording. If you would like to join us live, be sure to subscribe and to click the bell so you'll be notified when we go live. We don't have a set schedule, so we may pop up one evening at 8 o'clock or a morning at 11. Thank you again. And if you would like to submit a question, the best way to do that would be to go to InsideTheVatican.com. 30 Years, The Untold Stories. And there on that page, you will find a button to click where you can submit your question. We plan to do several live streams of just Q&A, so hopefully you can join us live for that as well. Have a great day.